Hi, we are students from Harmony School of Innovation, Sugarland. Our project covers the topic of impulse and momentum. For our project specifically, we will be testing our topic using the following materials: water balloons, water, a scale, a permanent marker, a measuring tape, and tape. Here's a picture of our materials. Since there was a difficulty adding a certain amount of water directly in the balloon, we filled up the balloon to an approximate size, one small, one medium, and one large. We then tied the balloons and measured their masses.
We converted the masses from grams to kilograms and used a permanent marker to note the mass for the given balloon. We then measured distances of 1, 2, and 3 meters using measuring tape. We marked the spots using tape. We then assigned 2 people to toss the balloon between each other, while the third recorded the time of travel from launch to catch using a stopwatch. After each toss, the person with the stopwatch wrote the time in a chart on paper. As you get further away from one another, take note of the distance and the increase in time it takes for the water balloon to burst.
The science principle behind our experiment is that momentum is increased as the balloon travels, since the balloon goes from a velocity of 0 to an increased 1. Impulse also increases as there is a change from a momentum of 0. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity, and since we know our mass already, we calculated our velocity by dividing the distance with time. To find the force for impulse, we need both mass and acceleration. We already have mass, but we need to calculate the acceleration. We use the kinematic equation: acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity over time, where we know initial velocity is equal to 0 and time is what we timed on our stopwatch. This way, we can find the acceleration needed to calculate impulse. Then, record your data on a Google Sheet or other application. Over the past week, we collaborated together to ensure our PBL was done correctly. We divided the work evenly among each other and worked both in and out of school to ensure that we finished our project effectively. Car collisions are a real-life example of how momentum and impulse work in the real world. In our social studies component, we gave an example of 2 different cars with different masses and velocities and compared their momentums while explaining how to calculate their impulses. Thanks for watching Harmony School of Innovation, Sugarland. Side note, we were unable to record our experiment due to technical issues. Sorry for the inconvenience.